Hey everyone, so the Las Vegas Championship just wrapped up, and I kind of wanted to give you guys a recap of what happened. The event wasn't streamed, sadly, by the Argent Saga team because this event took place during the Level Up Expo in the convention center, so space was limited. However, Kalen, who is one of the community members, did stream matches from his phone, which was very nice. He also streamed the top 8 matches, so if you guys see him on the Facebook channel or in Discord, just say thank you to him because that was a very nice thing for him to do, and he did that for us. So all of the recognition that we can give him, just please do that. So with that being said, let's get down into the nitty-gritty here. The first thing that we're going to go over is the registered deck. So there was 38 people at this event, which I thought was pretty good considering the location and also that it was taking place at the Level Up Expo, so you had to pay additional money to get in. That's actually one of the reasons why I didn't go. It just added up to too much money. But it's very nice that the people who did pay to go to support the game did that, so good on them too. But this was your breakdown out of the 38 decks. So you had a very large showing from Liam, for sure. Liam decks actually doubled the next deck, which was Jemile. So you had twice as many Liam decks as you did Jemile decks. You had some Dragonholt decks sneak in there, also Rain, and then Hoenna, and then Other, which I think was Aragon. I don't know, maybe Iton. Who knows what else snuck in there, but I know Aragon did. But this was pretty much the breakdown before the event started. So when it all came, when it was all said and done, the top 8 consisted of Jemile Sola, which actually ended up winning the event. A Jemile Kite actually snuck in there and got second place. Liam Corona was one of the decks that got in there. Liam Tux was another top 8 deck, along with Aragon and Tux. And then Rain and Luna was your last top 8 deck. So this was the individual breakdown. You had 3 Jemile Sola, 1 Jemile Kite, 1 Aragon Tux, 1 Liam Tux, 1 Liam Corona, 1 Rain Luna. So Jemile taking up half of the top 8 is very interesting. This is similar to the previous championships. Jemile has definitely come out on top for this format. A lot of people, including myself, thought the format was going to be very, very fast, very aggro. And it is definitely faster than what it was after just the first set, but it's still a very control-based format, and you're seeing it here with your top 8 performances. Something else to note is Tux actually did make an impact. You had 2 of them sneak in there in the top 8 in 2 different strategies. One was Liam Tux, and then the other one was Aragon Tux. So you had a more aggro version with Liam Tux, and then you had the control-based variant with Tux for Aragon. So very interesting, and right now I think we're just going to go individually, one by one, amongst the champions and spirits and just take a look at the deck lists. So the first deck list that we're going to take a look at is Liam Corona. So the first deck list we're looking at is Liam Corona. This was piloted by Del Peck. Del's actually one of the more active members in the community, always helping new players with questions. Very nice guy. I always love seeing people like this top because whenever they're, very positive about the game and then just friendly, you got to root for people like this. So congratulations, Del. I also like his deck name, Gotta Go Fast. So very, very aggro version of Liam, for sure. Utilizing Corona for the quickness, and then he played Raging Shard Beast to take care of towers for a 1-drop. He also played Reckless Shard Beast along with GZ and Yuki, so he is pumping out monsters quick, man. And it did very well for him because he ended up top 8ing. So once again, congratulations, Del. Now let's take a look at the Liam Tux build. So here's our Liam Tux deck list. This was piloted by Will Warland. So he went a more control-based version of this. Not that it's a control deck for sure, but he utilized the blue cards, which is very interesting. When I was playtesting this deck a lot, I didn't like seeing the blue cards. They just kind of seemed counterproductive. But he went with 3 Jerseer, which is a very nice 1-drop in blue that can take out the Wind Fire Tower. He played the 3 Ancient Serpent's Breath, which is basically like Guiding Winds, bounce a monster, draw a card. And then you got the 3 Omega Magic Mizu, which can be defensive or offensive, and they decided to play the one Iakuma Juggernaut. And it all worked out for him. He ended up getting top 4, so congratulations to Will. So moving on, we're going to take a look at the Aragon Tux build. So the Aragon Tux deck list was piloted by Princess Basser. Congratulations to them. I also like how the deck name is Forgot My Deck in Texas, so who knows if they wanted to run this deck for real, but it ended up benefiting them for sure. A couple things to point out here. They ran the 3 Shard Spider and also Magical Gigant, so very cool techs in there. Also the Silver Watchwoman for some quickness. I like it. Congratulations to Princess. Now let's move on to our Jemile Sola deck list. We've got 3 of them. So our first Jemile Sola deck list that we're going to look at is Philip Pena's. He was actually the guy who won the event, so congratulations to Philip. I also like how his deck name is worse than Vinny's. This is funny because, spoiler, Vinny Silverman also topped with this deck, and his deck says worse than Phil's. So kind of funny there, but pretty standard blue deck list. They utilize Great Behemoth along with Mara, Mischievous Witch, to bring out your animated spellbook, and then you have your Great Behemoth to kind of pump up the spellbook to break towers, along with all of your 1-drops that are 1,000 power, or also your Phantasmal Guards to kind of beef them up to be really big guardians for cheap. So congratulations to Phil for winning the whole thing, man. And as previously mentioned, this is Vinny Silverman's Jemile Sola deck list. I think they're exactly the same. I don't know. I don't see any huge differences, but I'm sure there might be because I don't know why else they would say worse than Phil's deck or worse than Vinny's, because I think they had to have some changes, some minor changes. But this is Vinny's deck list. I believe he got top 4. I think he lost to Philip in top 4. So it was a bummer that they had to play each other because they're friends and teammates. But hey, that's how it goes. So congratulations to Vinny on the top 8 at least. And if you got top 4, congratulations there as well. So Matthew Campo was the other Jemile Sola deck list. He also ran the Great Behemoth strategy. He did have some different cards in here. He only ran 1 Iakuma Juggernaut, which is very interesting. He decided to run the Silver Watchwoman for some quickness, where Vinny and Philip, I believe, did not have anything quickness related, so theirs was definitely a more grindy deck, while Matthew could probably steal some wins here and there with that Silver Watchwoman. So congratulations to Matthew. And we're also going to take a look now at the Jemile Kite deck list. And then we also have a Jemile Kite deck that top 8'd. This was piloted by Eric Goodwin. His deck name is Third Try is the Charm, which is pretty funny. Sadly, that did not work out for him. He got second place. So, but Eric's consistently topping, so he's bound to get it one of these days. Maybe in Dallas, Eric. So, anyway, congratulations on the second place top. So his green cards were Omega Magic Kaze, Garga, Vabriel's Final Gift, and Great Hawk of Cloudsea. So very interesting. I don't think anyone saw Jemile Kite coming. So he had the surprise factor there. He also ran the 2 Silver Watchwoman for some quickness. He ran Shard Spider, which was very nice, utilizing 2 Eccentric Visitor. And then he ran a very similar blue package to the other Jemile decks. But he does not run Great Behemoth, so pretty interesting there for sure. But again, served him well and got second place. So congratulations. And then last but not least, let's take a look at the Rain Luna deck list that was piloted by Jonathan Ball. And then our last deck list is Rain Luna, which is piloted by John Ball, and the deck name was Chocolate Rain. So he actually ran this deck in Fort Worth as well and topped. So back-to-back tops with the same deck. Something to mention here, John Ball, Jesse Unger, and Joseph Gray, they all have a Patreon together called No Honor Gaming, where they put out competitive articles for the game. So if you want to go support that and have an in-depth look at their articles, I'm pretty sure they're doing it consistently now, which is really nice for the community. You just got to pay $3 a month, and then you have access to all of that. So go support them if you'd like to, get a little better at the game. But this is John's deck list, very similar to what he ran in Fort Worth. I do notice he added some new things in there. Ashbourne Shaman, which is one of the new cards from Conviction, was added. And then he also played 2 Molten Explosion. I think those are the 2 big things. Oh, and Ghostly Demise. I don't think he ran that. Or Granite Gargoyle in his other list. So he did switch some things up. But, yeah, congratulations to John for back-to-back tops. Well, that's my recap of Vegas, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick look at the decks, show you the deck breakdown, pretty much put things into perspective in regards to how many decks were actually there versus how many topped. And this is the last one that we'll see, a competitive event with just set 1 and set 2, because Dallas is coming up at the end of March, and you're going to be able to run set 3 for the Argent Saga Championship in Dallas, which I am planning on going to. I don't think anything can really change that right now, but you never know what comes up. So let me know what you guys think. Did you expect Jemile Solar to win? Did you expect the other top 8 decks to get in there? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Zeppelin out.